Hello everyone, it is Joyceloyk on Hook On. Welcome back. Today I have a special guest. Yes. So, like I told you earlier, we have a special guest today, and I'm not going to talk about this special guest because I would say a lot of amazing things, and it's better he introduces himself. But the one thing I'm going to say about him that all the people who know him know about him is he is a go-getter. He loves people. He loves to help people, and when you love people, you meet people who love people. So you come together to build a community. So I'm not going to say so many words. I'm going to say, please, Mr. Vincent, introduce yourself. Who is Vincent, in simple words?
First and foremost, I'm a Ugandan by nationality, a father, and I work with that bill. I'm also into events and labor recruitment. So basically, that's Vincent.
So does that apply both in Uganda and UAE, or you're based in Uganda more?
No, I'm in Uganda and UAE. In UAE, currently I work with that bill, and in Uganda also I have an office in Uganda.
So that goes to how many years have you been in UAE?
And UAE now approximately 7 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
7 years.
Yes.
And how is your experience in UAE? How have you found it? Like, what would you say? 2 words to describe UAE for the 7 years you've been here.
Actually, UAE needs commitment, and I would say also self-belief. Because if you believe in yourself and you're committed, you can make it in UAE.
That's very true. I'm also a strong believer for that. Like, people come and a year of not getting a job, or even just 3 months of not getting a job, because most people come on visit visa. I don't know how you came. Did you come on a visit visa, or you came with a job when you come into
No, actually I came on a job, yeah. When I was coming in UAE, I believe I came here in 2015. 2015, yeah. And I came as a cleaner, by the way. I came in a cleaning company. I was working in Dubai. I think the company was called Sabi. That's the company that got me here. Yeah.
And how did you transition from being a cleaner to where you are right now?
Actually, I would say all this can be done if you accept what you're doing. For example, when I came, I had started, I was an electrical engineer in Uganda. I had a diploma in electrical engineering. But when I came over here, I found myself I'm in cleaning. But I accepted that I'm a cleaner. Okay, so I loved my job, and that helped me to grow and actually to meet a lot of people, good people, that really advised me and helped me to get where I am right now.
And I'll pause on that when you say good people, because there's one thing I keep telling people: good people will always meet good people, and good people will always help good people, because you somehow connect.
Yeah, right.
Just being who you are. So how did you leave the cleaning job to the job you're doing right now? If you could actually tell us what you do right now.
Yeah, actually, for now, I'm a manager. I manage sales. I'm a sales representative for that building I'm in. It's a long story how I got here, but as I've told you, once you're good, you will get to know good people, and good people will help you to get to good things. Like when I was in Dubai, actually we got a transfer from Dubai, and they wanted some guys to come in Abu Dhabi. For that time, some of our colleagues and friends were like, I cannot go to Abu Dhabi. I want to live in Dubai. I want to stay in Dubai. And we were like 15. We left our comfort zone and we came to Abu Dhabi. So from Abu Dhabi, still we got to meet good people. And at that time, we were taken to civil defense. That's the police for fire here. So we are working with them. And from there we got connected to many locals, okay, who helped us, and they were even surprised that an electrician can work as a cleaner.
Imagine.
Yeah. So all I can say, in here, it's not all about being what you started. all what you know. It's all about focusing, because we all came here to improve our standards of living back home.
Very true.
So once you're focused, they want is, can you do what you applied for? So they saw me committed and they gave me an opportunity.
And persistence, I could say persistence, but also God.
Yeah,
because you can't be where you are without Allah or without God.
God is always first. Yeah, if you believe in yourself and you believe in God, everything will be possible.
Yeah, that will go to my next question. What inspires you to do what you do?
Actually, I came from a humble background. My first inspiration is my mother. My mother is a mother of 7, and she managed to raise us, okay, from a humble background. So I've seen, for the time I've been with my mom, she was always inspiring me in the way that she told us that failure is it's not on how many times you fail, but it's on how many times you stand up. Okay, so because we came from a background which wasn't good, our mother always gave us the inspiration that we can make things better. She was a poor lady, but she managed to educate us, and we became important people right now. So she always inspires me.
So the next thing that I'm going to be asking Mr. Vincent is, personally, every time I wake up in the morning, I tell myself I'm a blessing and I'm going to be a blessing to other people out there, anyone I meet or whatever I'm going to be doing. So I'm a believer of I'm blessed to be blessing. I'm blessed to be a blessing. I'm blessed to be blessed. Those are the things that I believe in, and even when I face challenges, I look at myself like that is a blessing. It's something I'm going through to make me a better person. It's something I'm going through to make someone better or for someone to be inspired. So that is going to be my next question to Mr. Vincent is, what is that mantra? What is that one thing he wakes up in the morning and tells himself, like it's his motivation? I don't know, he could share with us, and maybe you could learn something from it.
Yeah, actually, me, what I think, this is what motivates me. Stop thinking, start doing. Actually, most of us always think. We think a lot. We think about our business ideas. We think about problems. We think about a lot of things. But actually, we don't put that into consideration or into action. Okay, and that's what fails most of the people. So for me, all I can advise people: stop thinking, start doing. Yeah, that's what motivates me, and that's what keeps me moving. When I think about an idea, the following day I'll start working on it.
Amazing. I'm inspired. So it's like Vincent is speaking to me right now. I don't know, I know he's speaking to someone. Kati, I'm going back to being a Ugandan. So in this essence, when Vincent spoke, he was speaking to me, and trust me, a lot of people out there, and I know he's speaking to one of you out there. We always want to do things, we plan them, we write them, but then bringing them to life is a different thing. So that is going to go to the next thing to ask Mr. Vincent is, do you have anything in pipeline that you're working on basically to employ? There are lots of unemployed Ugandans here in UAE, even back home. So we look at building ourselves, but also building other people. And I know you're one person who loves to build up other people. So is there something in the pipeline in regards to that?
Yeah, actually, for now, I've been into events. As I told you, I'm in events. The reason as to why I went into events is most of the young people, like all the youth as we are, they are really they have talent. Okay, so actually I'm into events basically to try to bring up this young generation, to inspire them, to give them a direction. Like if you look in the UAE, there is a way they perceive Africans. Okay, when you come, you're from Uganda, there is a way they will see you, there is where they will put you. So actually I just want to try to bring up our community, okay, to change the mindset of the people, how they see us and how they perceive us or take us, So that's why actually I went into events management, okay, and also I'm into human resource. as well as I'm in cleaning. As I've told you, I'm working with that bill. So really, we are working on creating a cleaning company. Okay, and it will be a Ugandan cleaning company, you know, managed and owned by Ugandans.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's what we are trying to work on, and hopefully, because we are believers, everything will be possible, and we shall achieve.
Yes, with God, everything is possible.
Absolutely.
For me, when someone puts God in whatever they do, I'm like, yes, it's going to happen, you know. And the fact that he said his mantra is think it, do it. Not just think it, think it, think it, think it. So if you're out there and you're looking for a job, yes, better look for Mr. Vincent. Otherwise, before we close up, I would like to ask Mr. Vincent to leave a message for the Ugandans who want to come to UAE, a message to them, the ones who want to come to UAE. And maybe after he could share a message to the ones who are already living here. What is that message you give those new people who have just come in so that they could be inspired to learn something?
Actually, what I can say, because I've been dealing into this issue of recruitment, I've seen a lot of misconception and misinformation that is going around. Basically, me, I work in the field of the domestic workers, because I've been basically deal more in domestic labor. But I've seen most of the young girls and most of the youth always come here thinking about you know, they just see this like an opportunity in their life. The mere fact that he has come to UAE, he sees that as an opportunity. Okay, but we ourselves, we are the one to create that opportunity, to make it possible. Some of us come here, you want showbiz, you know. You just want, when you're coming here, you think of Burj Khalifa, you know, those
Bujarab.
you know, Bujarab, you know, that happening, that nightlife you see, you know, people posting on the social media. My brothers and sisters, I will just tell you one thing: we come here to hustle to make our life better. You will see Burj Khalifa for one time, or the dancing fountain. That's all. That's all. The memories, yeah, Kalash have the memory in you. Okay, but what next? I've seen a lot of young girls, actually, even they come and they run away from their clients. Why? Because they want to go and see Burj Khalifa. Okay.
Or someone has promised them a life out there.
Out there, okay. My sisters and brothers, I will just tell you one thing: you're the one to create your life. You're the one to make your. Just if you admire someone, make sure that you work so that you can be like that person, or better than that person. Okay. Don't just be. Don't forget the reason as why you left your country. Okay, when you get here, always remember what inspires you, the reason as why you came to the UAE. Don't just come here and you say, you know, I just want to be like Vincent. I just want to be, you know, we didn't come on a silver plate, you know. We've worked for it, okay? So don't come and say, you know, I just want to be like Joe. I just want to be like this person. No, you have to work. When you come here and you're focused, you will make it in life. But if you come here and, you know, you have that urban excitement, you've come to the UAE, you want to go, you know, to the nightclubs, you want to enjoy life every time, you want to be happening, my sister, you won't manage it over here. All I can tell you, come here, work first. We come here for work. In the UAE, if you don't have work, you're useless. You're useless. Okay, so we're here to work. Come, work, and make sure that you invest back home, because your home is your backbone. In case you have any downfall, anything, or any problem here, you look up home, not here. All people who came here, they are hustlers. They came here to make their lives better. So if you come here, my sister or brother, don't forget where you came from. That mindset you come with from the airport, from your home. So, you know, I'm going to the UAE to work for my wife, to work for my mother, to work for my family. Please don't get here and you lose focus. Okay, here there's a lot of happening, you know, you'll find it, you know, there is a lot of fun here. But once you lose focus, the next time you will be back home.
You're
and
done,
with nothing.
kalas.
Yeah.
That is very true. So if you want it, work for it.
Work for it,
That is
absolutely,
the
yeah.
best thing I could tell anyone coming to UAE or anyone who lives in UAE. You want anything, work for it. Don't
Absolutely.
forget where you come from. Like
Absolutely.
Mr. Vincent said, that is a very important thing, where
Yeah.
we come from.
And make your home better, because that's your backbone.
Nice.
In case of anything, you're going back home. Just remember one thing, my sister or brother. Once you leave home and you get here, the way people perceive in life has changed. The time you bought from the airport to get here, just know no one can give you a loan, because they expect a loan to come from you.
That's
Okay?
very true.
Yeah, no one will give you shelter, because they know shelter, or you're the one to give them shelter, or you're the one to serve them. And always remember, when you are leaving home, some of you leave marriages, some of you leave your jobs you're
Children.
doing, and you leave children. So people will say, oh, Vincent, since he has failed to work it out in Uganda, how will he work it out there in UAE? So just know that's how people, I'll just try to go even a little bit in Uganda. People will just say one thing. Olaba yalemwa Uganda, oloso yanasobola eddungu. This is what they will tell, this is what they will say.
And that's
Okay?
very true.
So,
Nyo. Ah.
always when you get here, work hard, because people you left home, they are working harder. Okay, they're working harder. They don't want you to leave them. So that's all I can request you.
I would like to say thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. I'm sure someone out there, one or two, even me myself, have learned something from you. And I'm looking forward to learning more from you, working with you, and I know we are going to help people out there, because what is the use of helping ourselves without helping others, So anyone out there, you want to share a comment, please leave it in a comment section. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share. And it was Vincent and Joyceloyk on Hook On with Joy. Stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.